To simplify an expression means that we're trying to take some expression and we're trying to make it as, you got it, simple as possible. That means we want to combine any like terms. And what are like terms? We're combining things that have the same variable with the same variable. And then I want to put all of our constants or all of our numbers together. Constants are just things like 7, because 7 always stays the same. It stays constant. -40, that stays the same. That never changes. It stays constant. Let's see what we can do with some of these ones. I have y plus y. So remember, y is just standing for some number. It could be 7 or -3 or 4.2, I don't know. But it's a number plus a number minus the number plus the number plus the number plus the number minus the number. Well, that's confusing. I would like to just say, how many of these numbers do I have? Well, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to circle the negatives because I don't want to just forget about them. But what happens when I take a negative and a positive? They cancel out, right? Like +7 and -7 wash out to be 0. So what happens is this negative y, this negative number, is going to cancel out with one of these positive numbers. Which one do I want to cancel it out with? How about this one right here? It doesn't really matter. It's just right by it. A positive number and a negative number, they're going to cancel out. I call that a wash. This one is going to cancel out with this one. I could really pick any of them, but these two are right next to each other, so why not? This positive number and this negative number are going to cancel out. It's a wash. And then how many of these are we left with? Well, there's an invisible positive sign there. So I have a positive number, a positive, and a positive. I have 3 copies of this number. 3 copies of that number. So this whole thing will simplify to just be 3 times y, 3 copies of y. And that is as simple as I can go because I don't know what y is standing for at this point. Let's take the second one. I have some number plus 61 minus that number. Wait a minute. I'm going to circle this negative number because I want it to go there. There's an invisible positive sign here. I want to combine my x variables. Well, I have a positive x and I have a negative x, a positive number and a negative number. These two are going to wash out. They're going to cancel each other out. For example, if x was standing for 7, I'd have a +7 and a -7. +7 minus 7 is 0. So no matter what, and so what am I left with? I'm left with this +61. This expression, no matter what x is standing for, is always just going to be 61. Let's put 7 in there. 7 plus 61 minus 7. The 7's cancel out. You're left with just 61. Let's see what happens here. I have a positive w. I have +40. I have a negative w. I'm going to circle the w's. And I have a -40. Wait, I have a positive w. I have a positive number and a negative number. These ones are going to cancel out again. And I have a +40 and a -40. Wait, what's going to happen with my 40s? +40, -40, +40, -40. They cancel out to be 0 as well. This expression, no matter what w is standing for, is always just going to be 0 because everything is just going to cancel out with each other. Let's say w stood for 13. I have 13 minus 13, and I have 40 minus 40. It's always going to be 0. Let's take this one. Ooh, I have v's, and I have w's, and I have constants. I want to combine my v's, and I want to combine my w's. So I'm going to circle my v's first. It doesn't matter which one you start with. I just go in alphabetical order. Okay. I have a -4 copies of v, and I have a +9 copies of v. Well, let's see. This means I have v plus v plus v plus v plus v plus v plus v, blah. And then I have -v, 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 -v. 4 of these are going to cancel out with 9 of these. Basically, +9 minus 4 is 5. I'm going to have 5 copies of v. And so I dealt with those. I'm going to cross those out just because I dealt with them. My w's are next. I have -18w. -8, well, that means I have the opposite of 18 copies of w. I have no other w's. I have no other w's to combine this with. So I can't really do anything else with my w's. There's nothing to combine it with. Ooh, but now I can't, so I'm going to cross that out to say that I dealt with it. Now I have my constants. I have a positive 21 and I have a negative 13. That negative sign goes with that 13. Well, I want to combine 21 minus 13. What is 21 minus 13? 21 minus 13 is, what is it? Goodness sakes, I'm having a total brain fart. What is that? What's 11 minus 3? 8. Ooh, that's a positive 8. So 21 minus 13 is 8. Now, this is as far as I can go. I have 5v minus 18w plus 8. I have a v, I have a w, I have a constant. I can't combine these in any other way. This is as far as I can go. So that was a bit of a practice on how to simplify some expressions that have variables in them.